All right, so let's go ahead and jump right into these updates, kicking things off with some breaking news as we see various Yeezy styles have hit Adidas.com with a generous 50% off discount. So of course, Adidas employees, they were first in line to enjoy these discounts. Then we saw various Yeezy styles hit Adidas outlets across the country, and now you can enjoy this generous 50% off right from the convenience of your home. So if you're not seeing these pairs on the Confirmed app, you're gonna wanna go ahead and jump over to the standard Adidas app or Adidas.com, where you're gonna see various Yeezy styles, including the 450 Stone Teal, which originally retailed at 210 bucks. You guys can now grab these joints for just 105 bucks. They also got the 350 V2 Compact. I gotta touch up on my Yeezy colorway names, but I believe Adidas originally called these Slate Mist, but here in the sneaker community, we just call these joints Pandas. So these originally retailed at 230 bucks. You guys can now grab these for just 115 bucks. And let me just say that the Compact is probably one of the most comfortable Yeezy models ever made, and you guys may want to grab these joints as a nice gym sneaker. Now we also got the 700 MMVN, or as some people like to call the minivan. Now this is basically a new redesigned upper for the 700 V1. When these originally dropped, I thought these were going to be the next big hit. I really love the orange pair which originally dropped, and as far as this purple pair right here, which Adidas called Geo, we saw an early sample of these floating around. So once these finally dropped, they were kind of special here in the Yeezy community. So retail originally was 220 bucks. You guys can now grab these for just 110 bucks. Next up, we got the 380, which was originally supposed to be the successor for the Yeezy 350 V2, but early on, I guess you could say this was one of the early Yeezy flops based off the secondary market, where many people could actually pick these up for under retail, which is why I feel like the 380 has always kind of had like this cult fan base. As far as this colorway, I think they call these like highlight, which I gotta say, this colorway may be one of the most ugly Yeezys that they ever dropped, but as I always like to say, if you guys like them, I love them. These originally retailed at 220 bucks, or I should say 230 bucks, which you guys can now grab at just 115 bucks. And as far as the best deal of the day, we got to give it to these Yeezy Quantums, which Adidas called Miss Slate. I mean, just come on, look at them. These joints are super clean, originally retailing at 250 bucks, which I feel like kind of is a little overpriced, but coming in at just 125 bucks. You guys can't beat these. Unfortunately though, the only bad thing is it looks like all of the bigger sizes have already sold out. So of course, this is a great move from Adidas, one that I feel like they should have been done as they're looking to unload all of this remaining Yeezy inventory. So we'll have to wait and see if they add any more styles with this 50% off discount. But I would imagine the way things are going, we're probably gonna see more styles hitting the site with that generous discount. And if you guys start buying up all of these pairs at full retail, it will force Adidas to then go ahead and discount these pairs. Remember, they're looking to unload all of this inventory, at least at cost. Now, as far as tomorrow's drops, we got some more big heavy hitters in store, and unfortunately, no, these will not be dropping on discount, but you guys can expect to see the 350 V2 Blue Tint. We got the 350 V1 Pirate Black, an OG classic, as well as the Knit Runner Boot Sulfur. Now, as far as these drops, you guys can expect to see a Q drop, which means Adidas will pre-authorize your card in advance, even if you don't win the sneaker. So I would just suggest to be ready at 10 a.m. Eastern on the dot, as I'm expecting all of these pairs to move fast. Now, as far as this Knit Runner boot, I think this pair is very interesting because to my understanding, when these originally dropped alongside with the insulated boot, these were some of the most rare Yeezys that we ever saw drop. So I don't know if it's because Adidas just didn't make a huge production run of these, or if they artificially held back pairs to like artificially hype up that original drop. So I think tomorrow's release will be very interesting, especially given the fact that these retail at 400 bucks. So stock numbers will be interesting to see how this drop does. I think if stock numbers are plentiful, you could maybe see these joints sitting, especially with that $400 price tag. But then again, who knows, with the high resale value, we could potentially see botters eat all of these up. So this will definitely be a release that I'm monitoring. My guess though is that these will all fly extremely fast. And just in case if you guys have never tried a pair of these as far as sizing and you want to grab these tomorrow, you can safely just go up with like a half size size up, they'll feel fine. And you could even go up to like a full size up on these joints, just in case you're wondering for tomorrow's drop. So good luck to everybody on tomorrow's drops. And with all of this Yeezy madness going around, I saw this major headline, which was hitting all of the sneaker blogs yesterday, including Nice Kicks, who has over 5 million followers. It read, Adidas CEO Born Gilden says the company has about 200 million euros worth of Yeezy inventory left to sell over the next 3 quarters, which would imply that we could expect to see Adidas Yeezy releases throughout the remainder of the year. But as far as this information, I wouldn't actually bank on this statement, as for those of you guys that follow the channel, you would know that this quote actually comes from Adidas Q1 financial results, which actually were reported back in April. And since then, we've seen Adidas unload so many styles. I want to say we've seen like over 100 Yeezy drops, which have already went down or are planned to release all the way up to June 13th. We're also seeing various Yeezys hitting outlets, even with a 50% off discount on Adidas.com, as I just reported on. So I feel like maybe this was the plan, but now Adidas is looking to just unload all of this inventory. And my guess is that we could probably see Adidas ending Yeezy sales by the end of this summer. And I think really what's going on is that Adidas just wants to be like clear of this whole Yeezy situation and just kind of wants to move on. And I feel like from Ye's side, he wants to move on, as well as apparently he's not being paid from any of these drops. And rumor has it, he's planning to do a big drop sometime this year. So as far as all of this Yeezy stuff, Adidas did report 200 million euros worth of Yeezy inventory that they plan to unload. But I'm guessing once we see the numbers in, based off the fact that a lot of these pairs have been selling out at full price, I'm expecting these financials to possibly be even double than this amount right here. But of course, we won't know any of this information until Adidas reports their next financial report, which is going to be their Q3 results, I want to say, or Q2 results, which the next financial meeting will be taking place coming up in August. So I think that's when we're going to learn the answer to many of these questions. Will Adidas have more Yeezy releases planned, or will this be the final drop? Let me know what you guys think down below. And in other sneaker news, we got an update on those Action Bronson New Balance 1906Rs, which we saw last week them drop the Rosewater colorway. A lot of people are still salty about the L they took for that release, but a little optimistic due to the fact that that Medusa Azul colorway, probably the one that people preferred a little bit more, were still on the way. So apparently a June 14th release date has leaked, but actually according to Action Bronson himself, the release date isn't final until he says so, and actually via his Instagram stories revealed that the Scorpius pair, which originally was thought to be just a friends and family exclusive, will actually be dropping coming up this Friday, June the 7th, for a retail of $185. So all I could say, based off the fact that this Rosewater release sold out super fast, all I could tell you guys is good luck for this Friday's drop. And as far as the Medusa Azul pair dropping on the 14th, the way things are lining up, I think Action Bronson is cap on this, and I would still expect these to drop coming up on the 14th, because if we had the Rosewater colorway drop on the 31st, we got the Scorpius pair dropping on the 7th, and then the Medusa Azul on the 14th, that would all line up with releases a week apart to complete the trifecta. So as far as this Friday's release, again, all I could tell you guys is good luck, as we see these high profile New Balance collabs are damn near impossible just for your average consumer to cop. And before we bounce, I was thinking tonight was game 1 of the NBA Finals, but that's actually not till tomorrow. But I know y'all saw the headline where it reads, Kyrie Irving's father, Dredrick Irving, is the first signature athlete from the Anta Kai line. So I think this is absolutely incredible, especially due to the fact that Kyrie's pops played professional ball. Now he signed as a professional athlete under his son's signature line. You gotta love it. And I feel like a move like this can only be accomplished, Kyrie keeping things in the family, because he signed with the brand Anta. Can y'all imagine Nike doing something like this? Not in a million years. So I think this is a great story, keeping things in the family, and it's incredible marketing for the Anta Kai line. So as far as tomorrow's game, wow, you got Jason Tatum, he's a Jordan brand signed athlete, as well as Luka. I feel like Anta is definitely still in the spotlight from Nike here in the NBA Finals. So let me know what you guys think down below. And also, as far as these Yeezys, I was just thinking to myself, you know, with these discounts and everything, now that Adidas is putting these on site at 50% off, I wonder if Adidas employees can apply their discount on top of that and get these Yeezys for an absolute crazy steal. Just a little food for thought. So let me know what you guys think, and if any Adidas employees can confirm down below. So let me know if you guys grabbed any of these pairs. Again, I want to encourage everybody to hold off on these releases. That way maybe we can get them for sale for 50% off as Adidas tries to unload all of these pairs. So drop your feedback down below, guys. If you enjoyed the video, help support the channel by hitting that thumbs up button. So just had to check in with y'all real quick here on this lovely Wednesday. And of course, I will be back for the latest and greatest in sneaker news and updates tomorrow. So stay safe, stay blessed, and I'm out, y'all. Love.